been a good little assistant, cutie pie. And now it's finally time for my big comeback show. The performance of a lifetime. I'll need some help backstage.
I got what you asked for. You need to let those people go now.
Oh, surely you're not suggesting that after all this, I don't give my adoring audience what they want? The comeback tour everyone's waiting for? The big number? I might get a little angry if that happens.
No, man, just do it! Look, you can't be serious.
Oh, shush. Now, get backstage and let's put on this show. You can't keep talent like mine waiting. That, thing will give you instructions. Prepare yourself for genius.
Ooh, Bibi. You're my kind of freak.
Patriotism is dead. There's only rebels and tyrants now.
A world ready for the righteous and the pure to inherit.
Don't believe in surrenders. No, I still got my saber, Reverend. Didn't turn it into no plowshare either.
I'm taking over this territory.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You know who I am, ETTemplar, Supreme Misfit, Professional Dipshit. And, of course, this is One Hit Wonder. And Bibi here is just a cool character. So, I think in context to the lore, she's a survivor and a psychopath. And she's one of the few psychopaths that you don't actually have to fight. You just gotta go through a fetch quest first. She's thirsty. So you go to the bar that's in that same casino, get her something to drink, and then that's not enough. You gotta put on a tuxedo suit. And then now we're throwing firecrackers to bring zombies over because she thinks the zombies are her fans. She's kind of crazy like that. So Dead Rising 2, this is another reason why I love this game, is just the side quests like this. This game is just so much fun. And I've replayed this game at least 4 or 5 times, or the quest line, and it's fun every time. So this quest, you can pick up 2, 4, 6, 8. You can pick up 80,000 prestige points, and first you have to save the 3 survivors, and then you kind of have to come back and save Bibi. So Dead Rising 2 seems like it's a tough game, but once you figure out the controls and how to craft weapons, how to use the blender and magazines, the game gets pretty easy. And of course it gets easier the more you level up, because the more you level up, the more life you get, the more inventory space, and the more attacks you get, and the more combo cards you get to make weapons. So throughout all the casinos, there's this little like juicer that you can mix stuff. What I do frequently is you can find the coffee creamer. If you mix 2 of those, then you get something called like Quick or Swift or something like that. And these can help you run to and from places, and it'll help you in battles with psychopaths later.
Good little assistant, cutie pie. And now it's finally time for my
Comeback show.
the performance of a lifetime. I'll need some help backstage.
I got what you asked for. You need to let those people go now.
Oh, she's not having it.
Surely you're not suggesting that after all this, I don't give my adoring audience what they want? The comeback tour everyone's waiting for? The big number? I might get
I got a big number. If you know what I mean.
Look, you can't be serious.
Oh, shush. Now, get backstage and let's put on this show. You can't keep talent like mine waiting. That, thing will give you instructions. Prepare yourself.
And then now you've got to do a hotkey event where you gotta hit a series of buttons to fire off fireworks. Whoever wrote this character is fantastic, by the way. I'll have to play Dead Rising 3 and 4 to see if they do additional stuff like this. I've really been missing out on Dead Rising 3 and 4. People say they weren't as good, but I'll have to play those. And I noticed content for this game is like ancient. Some of the content and walkthroughs go back like years and years. So it might be worth it to play some of the psychopaths and do some of the walkthroughs with those guys. But yeah, this is a game that looks difficult, is kind of difficult at the start, but once you get a hang of it, it's kind of a casual game. I would say easy to mediocre. Of course, there's a freaking zombie glitched out on the stage there. And I'm thinking she's kind of like a...
You're the best stage manager I ever had, kiddo. And you've got a nice little butt on
I just fucking love this character.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, you love it.
Ooh.
Love me.
I thought we were gonna see like torn to bits here, like originally. Of course, she doesn't. You can come back and save her. Why you wouldn't is like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, this game is kind of casual once you figure it out. The later missions are hard when you get the super, like, zombies. I did a stream on it earlier where we defeat Sullivan. And the zombies get a little bit tougher. But that's the kind of cool thing. I think Dead Rising 1 has it where cultists show up. And they will, like, wear rain jackets. And then you face the military also in Dead Rising 1. So the cool thing that's about these games is the difficulty and amount of zombies kind of ramp up the more the days go by. And the more you advance in the cases, it gets a little bit more and more difficult. But that's not scary. If you figure out how to play this game, if you utilize the juicer to make special blends that'll help you with psychopaths. Now the magazines are everywhere throughout the game. They give bonuses. There's some that give bonuses to healing when you eat food. There's some that give bonuses to weapon capacity where they don't break as easy. And then there's weapons that give extra prestige points and like damage on class. They take up an inventory space because you have to be holding the magazine, but it's well worth it to get bonuses. So that's how, if you're starting off early, the magazines, the juicers, and of course making combo weapons. The combo weapons do more damage, and they do more damage to psychopaths as well. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you're starting off from level 1. But of course, it gets a little bit easier because, again, the more you level, the more health you get, the more inventory space, and the more attacks you can do. Alright, so we're going to save these 3 dipshits. And then we're going to go back, and we're going to save Bay, or Bibi. Of course, there's a magazine. I think the Silver Plaza. It's in the bingo hall. I know that's not like helpful because I'm not showing anything on screen. I might do a separate video on handy magazines for Dead Rising 2 to carry. But yeah, it adds to the effectiveness of followers. So when you have this magazine, they follow you better, and they kind of wade through zombies a little bit better. So it makes it easier saving survivors, because sometimes these survivors are pretty stupid, and sometimes they're the biggest pain in the ass. Because of course zombies grab them, and of course if you're juggling more than one survivor, then you gotta stop. Everyone's gotta stop, and then they'll follow you. I think you can give commands too by hitting Q to follow or stop. I think that depends though. First we'll run through here. And of course, if I haven't mentioned, you get more prestige points by killing zombies too with, you know, combo weapons. So this is just a fun older game. It's on Steam. I picked it up on sale, and even if you pick it up at full price, it's well worth it, because it's a fun game. It has high replay value. Of course, I can't let the fans down. Bring me with you. Of course, there's all kinds of different survivors too. That there's one where the woman's in a mermaid suit, and you have to carry her. There's quite a few survivor quests like that. But what would be killer is if there's a Dead Rising 5, and if it would be possible, what you do is you have it procedurally generated, like, talents and levels each time you play. So it's a little bit different each time you play. So, like, if they were ever to do a Dead Rising 5 and really put a lot of work into it, you do something like you do in Starfield, right? Where you replay it, but things are different each time. A little bit different each time. I think that would be pretty cool. And I don't know if they have a mod for Dead Rising 2, but just a free roam, where it's just waves, and the quest progresses, but it doesn't end. So it's like a wave or like day-to-day basis. I think that'd be cool. Unless if they have mods, someone probably has some mods out there for this game. But again, I need to play Dead Rising 3 and 4, and I will play those. But yeah, other than that, I fucking love the Dead Rising series. If you love zombie-related stuff, you'll love this series too. Of course, the storyline, the quest, I don't really have any complaints. The last boss, though, battle with TK in this game is a bitch. But it's well worth it. You can choose not to save them, but you get, like, the bad ending. So if you don't know, TK is the main villain in the game. He's the one that sets you up. And he gets bit by a zombie, so you gotta give him Zombrex. And if you don't, then you get the bad ending. But if you do, you get the good ending, but you also have to fight him in the end with, like, nothing, and it's pretty tough. But again, to get the full decent ending where you save Rebecca and Katie, it's worth it. So in closing, this game's fantastic. It's fun, and I just wanted to share this, like, this Bibi quest. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And of course, if you want to support this channel further, there's links in the description. If you don't, that's cool too. Anyways, see you next time. Have a good one. And again, thanks for watching.